Speak.
Yes.
You're good.
Yep.
We are live. Let me start sharing this link out real quick.
I just shared it before in the other spot.
We're going to post video. We are live. Okay. We are live. We are live. I have to share this out like crazy over here. We are live. Alrighty. We should be good to go. I shared it everywhere. Well, hello, and welcome to Common DualSense. I'm your host, Perry.
Goes Anthony.
And Frank.
We're going to talk about PlayStation. If that's allowed anymore.
It's not.
We're talking about PlayStation.
You can play. You can talk about any other platform and play anywhere else except PlayStation.
Except PlayStation.
Yeah.
Play anywhere. Wait for some people to get in the room. So, what have you been playing, Frank?
Astrobot.
What do you mean, Frank? People stopped talking about that game a week ago.
Oh, and you know what else is funny? How it was a 6-hour game that I've been playing for like 12 hours. Yeah, that's funny too.
Oh no, Frank, that means you're not good at games anymore.
Oh yeah, that's it. I'm just really bad at it. It's not that I'm trying to 100%
no.
it.
Oh, Jill.
Oh.
Ouch. All right. So what's going on with PlayStation? We had the reveal of the PlayStation 5 Pro. That price. I really want to wait for more people to get in before we talk about that price. But
oh yeah, I forgot we kind of have to recap it on here again.
We got Stevie Mac in the chat room. What's going on, Stevie?
What's up?
Yo.
Yeah, it's a hefty price, which we'll talk about soon.
It's a very big price. So what have you been playing, guys? What have you been playing on your PlayStation?
And don't forget, you can't trade anything in. You just have to pay cash, because that's what everyone's assuming, that you're just going to go out and pay cash for it. You don't
if I trade it in, Frank, that means I'm paying triple for what I've already paid.
Oh, yeah, even though you got 3/4 of your money back.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You just have to pay cash. And you can't use credit cards. You literally have to just give them cash. That's the deal.
Oh, when people buy their iPhones, they pay monthly.
Yeah,
so does using a credit card.
Right, but we don't know about. Nobody knows about that. Everyone plays stupid when it's something that they don't want to get.
Oh.
They all play stupid, like they don't know how to function in real life.
YouTube never sent notification. I know how it is. That's YouTube. That's been YouTube for the last 10 years. Don't send notifications. That's why I have to show this everywhere. You want to try one more time in the Discord, Frank?
Sure.
Just be like, we are live now. Let's get more people in here. We'll start the show. I don't want people to come in late and miss everything. So I've been playing Marvel vs. Capcom Collection. You know, the game that people said I wasn't going to play for more than 5 minutes? Milfman, we acknowledge you, buddy.
Yo.
I'm putting my finger up, but it's not catching it for some reason. All right.
Okay.
So on what, Monday or Tuesday, the PlayStation 5 price was revealed. The PlayStation 5 Pro price. I'm sorry, I need to clarify that before somebody uses that against me in a court of law.
That's so killer. Yeah, it was a 9-minute presentation like we expected. We had the creepy guy host it, of course. Yep. And it's exactly what we thought it was going to be, just kind of right to the point. I just think that we didn't really realize that, within the leaks, the price was going to be correct. But the only difference, the first thing I said, because I went back and rewatched it, when I saw that design, I was like, there's no disk drive. That was the first thing I said before we even got. They just showed, they showed the close up of the console, and they wanted to show you the console's cheeks and everything. And then all of a sudden, it's like no disk drive. So
no disk drive.
That was the first thing we picked out, and then they showed us, Spider-Man running, a PS4 game, Last of Us 2 running, and then they showed us other things. What's that?
Tilu.
Yeah, Tilu, PS4 edition, and
the Lao.
And then we got hit with the price at the end, and the leaks.
Oh no! The price. Oh,
the price.
The price.
Yes, this is where it just gets.
The price, Anthony's.
PlayStation said, "I'm going to become Apple even more." And don't worry, because next time when we come back with the PS6, we're going to get $1,000 from you, Momos, because yeah, they basically said, because the leaks, the leaked picture showed two different versions of the console. This wasn't the case. It's one version of the console. The disk drive is separate for another $80, right? So $699.99 plus tax is the price that we got, which I thought with that price, that if they were to do that, because that was the leaked price, we talked about this on the show, we all thought, oh yeah, that has to be the disk drive version, because we expected, okay, there's a digital one for the 2020 version, there's a disk drive one. But as we've been saying, Sony's been getting people ready for digital as it is. So when we saw this, people like us weren't really surprised, but we were kind of surprised that they would charge that price without a disk drive, considering, I don't know, that is a very hefty price. We were just kind of like, and then we had, Mental came on the same show because we were live longer, and we kind of talked to him about it, and he did bring up some good points, and then we kind of thought about it a little bit more, and then we're just kind of like, man, I mean, it's cool to have something that is a little more powerful, right? But like, it's a little hefty, but we'll talk about more of like what you can do to kind of save money on that and stuff like that. So it's not all doom and gloom, but it is definitely still a very, very just like, hey, there's no competition, so we are punching you with this price, whether you like it or not.
Oh no, you're blaming Xbox, Anthony. Oh no, you can't blame Xbox. It's not their fault.
I don't know.
I really need to send out a tweet. Let me get on my $900 iPad and complain how I'll never pay $700 for the Pro. Let's not forget that.
Oh no.
I saw a lot of that. Let me get on my $1,200 MacBook that doesn't play games and complain about how.
What's up? Oh
no. It's doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom. But yeah, so I think we were all definitely just kind of like, what the hell with that? But I mean, all three of us at this point have traded stuff in for this console. For me, I'm doing it for my dad's, birthday / Christmas gift. These guys are doing it for their own personal console. So no matter where
reasons.
Yeah. So we'll talk about our GameStop stories too.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say something right now. If you are mad that I'm buying this thing, you can go fuck yourself. Because guess what, buddy? It's my money. And by the way, I'm not paying cash. I traded in 4 PlayStation Fats, and I also traded in 2 Xbox Series S's. Which, by the way, I made money on one, and I freaking got away with losing only $34 on one of them.
Yeah.
And then the PlayStation, I got $410 for one of them. So I did pretty damn good. And the digital ones I traded in, I rented for 3.5 years for $17. Just think about that.
You can't do that. You have to pay cash.
I rented the It was cheaper than Game Pass. Do you realize that? It was cheaper for me to buy a digital PlayStation and trade it in 3.5 years later than it was for me to pay for Game Pass. 1 month. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it's interesting that it's good to preface it that way, because it's not just like, because people are thinking, oh, you know, why would you why would you jump on it without, you know, making it cheaper and stuff. And we're telling people, look, there is ways out there for any console right now, because GameStop is still around. There is a way to at least guarantee get something until they're completely gone, which we've been saying on this show. It's a matter of time. It really is. But take advantage of it now if you can.
Go out of business after I get my systems, and then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, please.
Exactly.
After this fall, $2,100 in credit. You realize that? $2,100. That's fuck you money at GameStop. I'm gonna buy 3 Pros. I could probably buy 4 of them, and I'll probably still have money left. That's fuck you money right there.
Well,
but you can't do that. Don't you understand? You have to pay cash, $700.
$700.
I think if you don't pay cash, you're the actual winner here.
Well, that
so
nobody's smart enough.
I paid my cash 3.5 years ago on those digital ones, and I got all my money back. So
yeah, that's how you have to look at it.
You have to buy the drive, and you have to buy 3 years of PlayStation.
I already have the drive. I have Slims.
Now, GameStop is not innocent though in all this, because they are starting to move the goalpost for the pricing.
Let's see what they're
of what they give you. They took away the $25 extra credit that you were getting on top of new console trade-in. So that's also something we wanted to say. That has changed. They're not saints in this. However, they definitely are. They moved it like I got screwed over $30 when I traded mine in, and then I think you guys didn't get affected by any of the stuff, right? You guys all got the correct amount.
That's Jim Cramer money, says RWK.
Yeah.
You don't want me to break that out, RWK.
Now the Pro gets you extra 10% extra. Okay, so right now they're running a deal where it's like Pro members get 10 extra credit cash or store credit when you trade in, but it's not $25.
Weird because they were running that with the $25, but they weren't giving that. So I don't even know what they. I don't even think they know what they were doing.
Whatever was greater. Like if it was less than 25, they wouldn't give. It was like one or the other. Usually that's how they do it. But either way, I mean, we win with the trade-in. But of course, nobody on the internet's going to tell you that. They're going to tell you that you got to go out and pay cash for it, and there's no way around it. And you can't use a credit card, and you have to buy all the stuff with it. It's like I'm not buying the drive. I might not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For me, like for him, I'm gonna have to probably get the drive.
RWK.
But at
why
the
are you
same
in my
time,
chat?
I also don't
You
really
fucking
have
moo,
to
moo,
if
moo.
I'm.
But they inflate they tell you online it's going to cost you like $900. Like, oh, you got to get the drive and you got to get plus. It's like, why? I didn't have.
Right.
I want to bring something up here. What I've been seeing on Twitter all fucking week is, oh well, the PlayStation. Let's count all the PlayStation releases and prices with inflation for today's market. It's like I'm not in 1995. I don't fucking care how much it would cost today versus 1995 for a PlayStation 1. I'm not buying a PS1. The price is $700. That's how much it is. I don't care what that would equate to in 1995 or 1999 or 2005. I don't give a fuck. It's today's money. I live in today. I can't go backwards. So I am living in today. I need to know today's money. It's $700. Great. That's what I will pay. I've had enough of this bullshit. Well, if you count the inflation right from 1994 to 2024, it's like, dude, I'm not in 1994. What do I care? That's how much they're going to charge for it? That's how much I'm going to pay. Jesus Christ. Everyone's a fucking mathematician today.
They're doing some crazy gymnastics to try to.
This console generation, you have to be a lawyer, a dentist, a doctor, a fucking chemist, a physicist, a fucking mathematician. You need to be all these things just to know about these games. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The drama that these consoles have put us through this generation is beyond insane. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, it's definitely not a. We thought we were leaving last gen, going into this one.
We got to be lawyers for ABK. Ooh, will they get it? Ooh, well, they're not getting. Ooh, who cares? Seriously.
And it still didn't equate to anything for us. That whole ABK.
Oh, it's a waste. That whole summer was a waste of time listening to this guy on the phone at the courthouse and everything.
And we got nothing to show for it. They're
reading the emails and everything. It was such a waste of everyone's time.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
It was bad. And we're on here covering it. We don't know what we're talking about. It's ridiculous. We still don't know what the hell we're talking about. Let's be honest here.
Nope.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think at this point, Sony's kind of a little bit, again, pulling the Apple move, I think, overall. It's a lot, man. And I do think that there's, that like this is a sign of just like, look, if there's a significant amount of money that you want to put away for a PC, now's the time to do it during this gen. And something like this, if you don't have a PC, if you don't have things to trade in, and you're thinking about it, then maybe it's time to.
You know what I say? If you want to buy it. Not in this economy. Are you going to buy the iPhone 16? Because I was just showing the other day.
Oh yeah, all these people are Apple.
A lot of motherfuckers going to be down at the Apple store wrapped around the building for that stupid phone. Where are they getting the money for that?
Well, because you could pay monthly, and for the Pro, you can't do that.
Oh, you can never do that. You can't just use your credit card and pay monthly, right? Right. No. I've never heard of that.
They don't have credit.
Can't do layaway either, right? At Walmart?
Nope. Can't do anything like
that. Can I do a rain check?
You can't trade anything in. You got to buy all the stuff. It's going to cost you like $1,200, and you just got to peel off those hundreds. That's your only option.
Yeah, well,
That's what the internet. If you didn't know about this and you went on the internet, that's what you would think. You'd be like, "Whoa, they're crazy trying to get me to pay $1,000 for this because they're telling you it's $1,000.
Yeah,
they got to inflate the numbers."
Hey, and if Xbox was more competitive, maybe that price wouldn't be that high.
That's what.
And I know everyone's saying everyone's blaming Xbox. No, you fucking moron! Not everyone's blaming Xbox. Here's the thing: if you had a competitive market, Sony would probably think twice about charging that much money. But you know what happened, Frank, in March of this year?
Xbox laid down.
No, Xbox decided to sell a little SpongeBob console at Best Buy.
Oh yeah, remember that?
For $699. And you know who paid close attention to that? Our buddies at Sony. They're competitors.
And don't forget the 2 terabyte Series X. They saw that
sold out. That SpongeBob system sold out to scalpers, obviously.
The 2 terabyte Series X they can't get rid of. It's still ready for
give them away. You cannot give them away.
They still tried to get that price for it, and Sony said, "Well, ours has a whole upgrade, and it's 2 terabyte. Let's get an extra 100."
Stevie Mac is correct. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Thank you. Now,
That's what I love.
Is Sony justified in charging $700? No, absolutely not. I'm not going to justify their pricing.
Right, we always call them PlayStation. We call them PlayStation for a reason,
We said this for years. We even lost viewers because they were fucking like, "Oh, you guys, you love Xbox, you don't love PlayStation." It's like, no, we told you the truth. We told you that Sony wasn't going to give you this drive, and we told you that Sony was going to jack that price up. Nobody fucking listened until the other day.
We said the same thing about the graphics cards. Just wait, they're going to be $1,000.
I said the same thing about the graphics cards during the whole lockdown, and then the Bitcoin craze or crypto craze, whatever it was. And I said to Frank, I was like, they're selling $1,500 on eBay. That's how much they're going to be. And guess what? That's how much they are right now. And by the way, you know who was caught selling the most on eBay? Nvidia.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
Nvidia had a dummy account that they were selling these cards on. They got caught. Anyway, if you want the PlayStation 5 Pro, just go buy it. Don't listen to anybody. If you don't want it, then don't buy it. It's fine. There's no issue.
There are ways to get it for cheaper. Don't let the internet lie to you.
And you know what? Maybe we're the fools, and maybe in a few months after it comes out, nobody buys it and they drop the price. Who knows?
I mean, we're not paying a lot for it anyway, so
no.
Whatever. It's not going to be cheaper than that. So
right.
Yeah, I mean that's the way it's just it's gonna try to just get the pre-order. Whether it's October 10th seems to be the correct date. I think I was told wrong information at GameStop, but
Ooh, at GameStop?
we'll get in our what's that?
Oh, GameStop giving you the wrong information?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go there with my pitchfork on
the guy told me and Fred that Forspoken was a great game. People just didn't understand the lady's attitude. She had a New York accent and a New York attitude. And that's why everyone review bombed it. And I was like, what?
Oh, no.
The game ran like shit.
Yeah. Wow.
The guy at GameStop was like, I want to like Xbox. And I'm like, bro, this guy's never owned an Xbox in his life.
I want to like it, but I just
want to like it. Yeah.
Who says that? Like, what an idiot.
Dude, if you like games, you're going to buy everything. That's
Not
just
anymore.
the way it is.
Yeah, I think I think just trying to get this secured, figure out, because what's going to probably happen is I'll probably, like I was telling Perry, I don't necessarily have to get the disk drive for him if I have the other 5, like that he wants to hold on to, because I can't just trade in his console and he doesn't have anything to play for 2 months, 3 months, or whatever. So, I could just not spend the 80, keep the 5, and then if he wants to use that, I mean, it's 2 different consoles, so it is kind of dumb. But because if anything, I'd like to keep that one offline because you never know.
Well, there's a hack coming out for the firmware 7.61.
Yeah,
that hack is coming out any minute now, any day, any minute.
So what I might just end up doing is either if I get it later, or if I just get it initially, because if they have it in stock for pro members only, by the way, the disk drive that they're selling, which I thought that was kind of funny. It was sold out everywhere but GameStop. I don't know if that's still the case.
People are scalping it, and you know what it is too? A lot of people aren't admitting it, but they're buying the system. They just want to have the stand, because the stand is selling out too. And it's like, okay, no one's going to care about a scalp stand because you can buy a third-party one on Amazon. So I guarantee you people that are saying they're not buying it are buying it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it'll probably sell out.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's definitely stuff that should be included, but here I am,
and it really shouldn't sell out. Let's be honest here. That price is insane. Again, I'm not defending the price. I think the price is fucking abhorrent, and we told you that on this show. Well, on the other show. We told you on this channel for years that they were going to do that, and they did it. So
yeah. I mean, exactly. Like we're saying, just they're trying to push people, to digital. Now we're on the facing down the last few years of the 5, and when they get to the 6, I mean, there won't be that option. It doesn't really seem like it's becoming more niche as it goes on. For people that are currently collecting, if I could talk, currently collecting the discs for, I think there's just that window is just kind of like shrinking. And I think the only answer is just if you have a PC, you can put however many disk drives you want on that thing. You have a choice. If these consoles don't do disk drives, okay, well, you have your PC for all your other stuff, and they don't make physical PC games anyway. So, here we are. It's just it's not like I haven't accepted it. I'm surrounded by it behind me, as you can see. I'm not someone who's a I'm not denying it. I just think you just kind of have to accept it and move on. I still don't think that I should be buying this $80 disk drive separately, considering, it's just so much. But I mean, I'm probably going to have to do it because, he'll use a DVD every now and again or a Blu-ray. And if he's like, well, why can't I use that? That's stupid. Because for him, it's like if he's spending the money, he wants to be able to do everything.
Well, look at Apple they don't give you a power cable anymore.
They don't give you attachments to your MacBook. You have to buy all the USB stuff separately.
The power cable by itself is $30 to $40.
Oh yeah, the USB hub thing. Yeah, it's like a couple $100.
Just spent $1,500 on the phone.
Yeah. Yep.
It's insane.
You only get like I think a C port.
They are becoming Apple. I mean, this is behavior that was approved by Apple a long time ago. It's because these rich snob people, they don't. Oh, I have money. Well, yeah, you do, but not everyone does. But this is now what the company does for everyone. So yeah,
I think for us, if GameStop wasn't in the conversation, I wonder where our mindset would be. If we didn't have an option to unload these machines, we'd have to sell them online. But then you sell them online, you risk getting scammed, and people, go through eBay and they take a cut, and PayPal takes a cut. So this would be a different conversation. I mean, we were on the first episode of this show. We made the show just because of the PlayStation buzz right now. And then, we were saying we're a little bit more positive last week before we saw the event because we're like, oh man, it should be, maybe priced at this. If it's not that price, we were hopeful. And, they didn't really show anything new that sold that Pro in that 9-minute presentation. So the one thing that, and I know we'll get into it, but the rumored state of play that's been ramping up this week. Resident Evil's been talked about, obviously, that always does. But apparently it could happen next week. Now, this would be the perfect time for them to say, listen, RE9, fucking Pro Enhance. Frank was saying this. RE9 Pro Enhance, or a remake, right? Whatever, Pro Enhance. Silent Hill 2 Pro. You do it here because, in my opinion, you didn't sell me shit. You showed me Spider-Man 2, which has been out. You showed me Ratchet and Clank, which has been out. You showed me everything that's been out. Give us something new. Sell this thing further. And I just don't think they did this with this event. We wanted them to at least sell it. We knew the host was going to be creepy and scary. And that's fine. That took, that already took points away. But we were just at least show us some kind of footage, because the whole meme online is just oh, do you see the difference? And it's really not substantial to the point where, my dad is one of the people in this demographic that's getting it, and he's not going to fucking notice. He has a HDMI 2.1 Sony better than mine, and he's not going to see it. He's going to realize how smooth it is.
Still 40 games. They said 50 games, so they have a plenty they could show us if they want to get everybody.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, because we got a lot.
Well, if they do show Ghost of Tsushima 2, that's going to sell everyone on this machine.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to show how good it looks, and people are like,
a lot of the third-party stuff too, I think, will sell it.
Yes,
because people will say, "Hey, this is the best place to play if you're on console."
Right. Yeah, that's why I think a state of play isn't completely pointless, and it could, even if it's not happening next week. It's the rumor is next. What was it, Tuesday?
They said the 24th, so
the 19th or the 24th. I'm hearing all these stupid dates, so I don't know.
We'll see if it's true. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's even true, we don't know.
Yeah, so if it is true, then we should, in theory, see more to sell this machine. Because
what's up, buddy?
It makes sense too, because apparently it goes up for pre-order the 26th. So if you have it right before, I mean, it adds up. But then again, it's always
that would mean that the showcase would have to be the 19th.
19th, yeah. Or
when's the 19th?
That's this Thursday.
This Thursday, the day that I'm streaming Dead Rising.
We'll see. I mean, we'll find out.
That might happen because God of War comes out Thursday, so you might get a commercial. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, if they do announce it, it's going to be tomorrow or Wednesday. If they did,
right,
for this week, and then if they did it for next week, they would announce it Friday or Saturday. Just be oh yeah, it's always a couple days notice for state of play for some reason. It's always leaked rumors, and then a couple days.
He's already causing trouble in the chat room.
Don't do that, because then Wednesday everyone's gonna be "Did you hear?" You know that they're gonna believe you.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Back from the Dead.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, you never know.
That's a good one.
Don't do that.
Yeah, but if they have, other, if they have other things that they want to, showcase, that's the real time to do it. I mean, it's not. I don't know. It just didn't really scream, "Hey, we're selling this console." Like it's like if you're gonna charge that much, you should have really figured that presentation out. Like you should have really went through that thing and it's been like, "Yo, this thing. Why are we showing Ratchet and Clank? That's been out for almost 3 years. Why are we showing?"
That's true.
Like I understand these are like, staples of their console right now or whatever, but it's like same thing with Spider-Man 2 and
well, he said, "Look at the crowd in Ratchet and Clank." It's like I'm not looking at the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the characters and playing the game.
A parade that you don't care about either. Like,
yeah, it's like yes, I saw the side by side of Last of Us, and it's so much more crisper the way Ellie's running. It's like, okay, yeah, I understand that, but this is a PS4 game, so why are you wasting time? I understand there was a 5 remaster edition, but that unless they were showing us the remake that we didn't pay for yet, this thing is a PS4 game. So, and even then, if you really think about it, even Last of Us Part 1, I mean, I understand they ramped it up and they wanted to charge more, but it still is a PS3 game, really. I mean, it's it is a Callie's cracking up at that. It is though. Like I don't, you know what I mean? It was put out in 60 frames, 1080 in 2014, and they resold it again. That's Naughty Dog. But anyway, yeah, they just have to with all that. It's just they got to work it out with this state of play if there is one. Even if there's not one this month and there's something before the end of the year, you gotta really sell that thing better and not have Mark hosted and just literally just don't even have anybody come out and talk. Just be like trailers, pro enhanced, maybe something new. Pro enhanced.
Showcase, I would have pro enhanced logo show up. Even though it's gonna get annoying, I would do it.
No, you have to. You're trying to sell this to us for $700 plus tax. Like everything better say pro at the end of that fucking trailer. Everything.
Dreadpool,
so
what's up, man?
Yo,
Dreadpool is here. Yeah, the showing was horrible.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the cars. You could see the ray tracing between the windows. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the mirror of the other car. I'm looking at my car because I'm racing. You know what I mean?
And you're going like 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's like you're really gonna see that little tiny thing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. That's fine. I think
and the reflections of the water.
I think the Pro is really going to shine with like Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Tsushima 2 and all that stuff.
Yeah, future games
I don't know why they didn't show that stuff. Maybe it's just not ready yet to be revealed. I have no idea.
Final Fantasy, I'm sure, will make a huge difference.
They showed that already, even after it went off the air. Those screenshots, and I had the game right here. Well, what the hell is it?
See, these games they showed are being patched.
I have it sealed, so I didn't even open it yet. So now I'm gonna. This is one of the first games I'm gonna play on that Pro. Bro.
Yeah, I might pick it up because it's not on PC, and I'm gonna have the Pro. So
I bought this for $55 over the summer because it was on sale, and I said I'll buy it, and if they announce it on PC this summer, I'll just send this back to Amazon and get. They never announced it.
No, we're still waiting.
They're really doing that 1-year thing for this. Originally, it was supposed to be a couple of months.
And like Frank said, they're just going to put out a patch for a lot of the stuff like that they're promising.
But that's what, like Perry said. I think games that are developed with this in mind are going to shine a lot more. We're just seeing patches for something that's already,
man.
It's been out. Ratchet and Clank came out how many years ago? 2 years ago?
Oh my God.
3 years ago. Like he said.
3 years ago.
So it's how much can it do? The assets aren't there.
Yeah.
Once it's developed. These games are developed for the Pro now. I think we're going to see more stuff from it. I hope at least.
Yeah, like Perry mentioned, like Ghost of Tsushima, you got Silent Hill 2, like this stuff that's like fresh out the gate, like people are already going to flock to it and buy it. So it's like, I don't know, man. And then they got, I don't know. They have so much at their disposal to just be like, hey, this is a good we've been saying, I know it's like beating a dead horse, but Bloodborne, like, come on, guys, it can't be that hard to just figure that out and just like resell it. People will buy it. I mean,
what if they be nasty about it and be like remastered only on the Pro?
Yeah,
I know they can't do that, but it would be
yeah.
like so crazy. If they
That'd
did.
be like, yeah, that'd be like
Or they could
the
say, hey,
the middle
60 frames
finger.
only on the Pro to get people.
Yeah,
I mean, that they could do.
yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I don't know. I just think they need to really think this one through. And usually the state of plays they cut to the chase. They're usually a half hour long, right? 35 minutes, give or take. So like, just, you really got to sell it, man. Like I don't know. I just think there needs to be a better pitch than what we got, because what we got was just like, why are you showing me this old shit? You know, Spider-Man 2, I think, was like the newest one, maybe the last Horizon that they showed in that lineup. Gran Turismo came out already, what, 2 years ago?
Horizon.
All this stuff is old, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, and Horizon's not my cup of tea. You know, if people like that game, that's fine. But I
it's
just,
all right. Nobody likes it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the
Nobody likes it.
I'm not a fan of the current Gran
Astro
Turismos either.
Pro patch right now. That's what I need.
Yeah, Gran Turismo plays like shit.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Hey, but you know what? It'll be pro enhanced and ready for Forza.
What if we see Indiana Jones Pro enhanced? I know
it
that
will be. Happen. Don't you understand? All that stuff will be pro enhanced.
And Doom. I bet you Doom will be pro enhanced.
It will be. Yes.
So.
What did Yoda say to Luke? You will be. You will be.
There is another PlayStation.
That was come on.
It's so dumb. And we actually saw the reaction. So we were live, and we were live for almost 4 hours or so. And within that time of it getting done, I mean, 95%, I would say maybe not even 95, I'd say like 98% of the internet, Sony fans that would normally defend them over anything, they were pissed. Everybody was mad. And we were saying that this is good because you got to hold them accountable. You have to be vocal. And yeah, so that's also something that we wanted to acknowledge, because if you listen to us again last week, it was a different change. We did the show the night before, then we did the actual presentation, and we saw that reaction, and it was just not good. It was just not good across all Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, social media posts for anything related to this.
Man. It shouldn't be like, oh, that's okay. You know, I like this guy. No. The majority speaks, and this is something that they spoke on. And shockingly, Sony didn't say a fucking word, and they still haven't. Sony is just like, it's 700, go fuck yourself. And that's what we expected, but we didn't think that the backlash was going to be so huge, and Sony's just going to ignore it. That's not a good look, man. They might lose customers over this, and they don't care. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because you see how people are kind of reacting, and you know that sometimes, you know, they'll stick to their guns on this one. And I don't know if they're even going to drop this price. They probably won't. You can't really expect that, you know. The only thing I see is like,
probably after launch, but
after launch when it sits on shelves. Yeah.
But what happens if everyone really does run out and buy it?
Then they're going to continue with the 6 being expensive, and they're going to continue with the VR3 being fucking $1,000 on top of your $1,000 PS6.
They did $700 for one reason, because they know they're getting $1,000 out of you for 6. They know it, because they know if people are going to go out and spend $700 cash on this thing, and it's just a mid-gen refresh, they know you're going to pay $1,000 for the real deal.
For the new one, yeah.
Mark my words.
Yeah. Well, at that point, if GameStop's still around, you can trade in your Pro for that.
Bro, it looks like they're going out of business next week.
Yeah, I know, man.
I hope not, because I have my credit, but
I know. 2 more months.
Bro, if they go out,
just go out in 2025.
Don't
go
going
out
of business next month. Tomorrow, me and Frank are going. to GameStop. We're buying PlayStation 5s, Xboxes,
we're
buying
just
everything.
gonna get our money out to then try to get our money back out again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
We're buying everything, get rid of everything.
But also too, but going back to the price, Microsoft is gonna try to get this price, especially if what everyone's saying, and it's like a hybrid PC. The Surface Pro is like $1,200. They're gonna get the money for it. Like,
so
the handheld is gonna, if there's a handheld, that's gonna be
if there's
$1,800.
And we've been saying that too. I think, right? Like on this channel, we definitely been saying like, look, it's going to be $700-800. And do you really think that's going to save?
Well, Lenovo Legion Go is $750. Okay. An Xbox handheld is going to be at least $700.
Yeah.
Just $700 to $800. It has
to. But see, the immediate.
How good is it going to run the games too? Everyone's like, oh, well, that will compete with the Pro, and it's like, will it really? Because that's not going to hook up to my TV.
It's a handheld compared to a home console. Like, that's what I don't understand. Even if you make it like, oh, it can load the Steam stuff and it can load all this stuff.
You can do it, Anthony, but you're paying over $1,000 for that handheld.
Yes, it's possible. Like you just said, it's very possible. Not denying it. I know we got stuff out there now that is pretty crazy that works very well, but not for that price point. They have to. It's just not going to save.
Tony Hawk. What? Silent Hill version of Tony Hawk.
It's just not going to save that brand.
The Steam Deck is $600 and it can't run stuff well. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I've had it and it's not great. So, like, what are you really going to get for that price point?
Do you think games will be strictly made for PC? No.
No.
That's you're looking at a good, if even 20 years from now. We don't know if there's really a state of play. All signs point to next week.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Just put a pin in it, but don't just take it with a grain of salt because
if we know anything, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, once we officially know, we'll talk about it. If it's this week, we'll know by Wednesday, and if not, we'll just see next week and take it week by week.
When it's right, it's like, yeah, Mr. Patriot Joel, RWK and I make fun of that Kramer guy because he says something and the opposite happens. So I don't know. We'll see. Listen, they could go out of business after January, after I get my my Pro consoles. Then they can do whatever they want. I still got the warranty from Sony, so I'm good.
Maybe they'll try to make one more Christmas and then leave.
I think that might be real.
That's fine.
This might be the last Christmas for GameStop.
When does the Pro come out? November what? Like
November 7th.
Okay, so we got 2 months, less than 2 months. We could do this. They'll make it.
You say that until tomorrow morning when they announce that they're closing all their stores and they will operate out of Texas where they're at.
No. Don't,
like CompUSA did. There's still a CompUSA company, but there's no stores.
I think someone owns Circuit City too, the website. It's like the same thing.
Well, Comp's been out of business for 20 years, but they're still a business. How does that even work? Hockey fan, what's going on? He is here.
Yo.
Imagine if that was their like last laugh, that they made everyone trade their stuff in and then they just go right out of business like overnight, and then like there has to be lawsuits and stuff.
No one's gonna care. They filed bankruptcy and everyone gets fucked.
Yeah.
They skate away and we all get screwed.
We last laugh.
If GTA 6 has a physical version that says that will save them 6 months,
I doubt it.
Well, here's the thing, right?
GTA's at the end of 2025, though.
Yeah, they can't.
It doesn't look like they're going to make it until February over here.
But here, get this. What if they have a state of play, and then at the end, there's just another trailer for GTA 6, nothing crazy, and then they're just like PS5 Pro Enhanced. I mean, talk about selling your console. That's how you fucking do it.
It is going to be Pro Enhanced. All the games leading up to following the console have to be Pro Enhanced.
Right.
But they confirm it, dumbass people are going to run out and like mortgage their house to buy this thing.
Yeah.
You know,
but as a seller, right, that's what you do. You say, listen, people are going to run out and get this thing.
I think people wanted to see GTA 6 with the Pro, and they didn't get that, and I think that's why everyone's really mad. Listen, a lot of this outrage is not just the price. It's all bullshit, because people are like, oh, no disk drive. They're saying, they're taking the fact that people are mad about the price and joining along, but it's really about the disk drive for a lot of people. Because a lot of people, and I did a poll on our thing, on our YouTube. I said, what will get you to buy this thing? if it was cheaper or the disk drive, and everyone said, "Oh, if it was cheaper," but a lot of people also said disk drive. So there's a lot of people that are pissed off because of that, just for the disk drive, not even the price. Because people would say, if it was 700 and had a disk drive, I would still do it, and they're still gonna do it.
See, that's gonna be funny. Well, RWK said the Series S version. What if Rockstar just says we can't do it? Go F yourself. We're Rockstar. It just doesn't work.
I mean,
I don't even know how that's gonna work, man.
It won't. It's gonna be at like 240p. Like, how would it run? There's no way.
I just think that Rockstar and Sony have to be like, yo,
it could probably be 1440p and not native 4K. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Probably be 1440p at 30 FPS on the Series S. If I had to guess.
It has to be something low like that. Probably lower. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Rockstar's pretty good at
Series X. I would think it's not going to be 4K. It'll be upscaled to 4K at 30 FPS. Because the Series X can't even do it. Like, they can't even do 60 FPS on the X.
Yeah.
That's what we're mad about this whole thing. We bought a console that we thought was going to do all this, that we were told, by the way, that was going to do all this. It's all BS. Marketing BS. They lied right to everyone's face.
That console's literally useless because the games come out on PC and they run. So I don't need that anymore. So that's out of the way. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
1080p 30. What the hell?
It could be.
Well, you would think if it was down to 1080p, they could probably get it at 60 FPS on the Series S.
Maybe.
Yeah, I just think if you're really going to sell us one and you're going to do a state of play, just drop the ball right there. Or don't drop the ball, but like drop the 1-2 shot, be like, all right, this is it. It's, even if it's not, it doesn't have to be a crazy, it could be another little trailer, but if it's supposed to come out in 25, allegedly, right? If it doesn't get delayed, that's how you sell it, man. I mean,
firm frame rates yet. Just say, hey, it's going to be pro enhanced, whatever that means.
Yes.
And people run out and buy
whatever it means. You don't got to get into specifics. They might not have them right now. It doesn't matter. Rockstar and Sony need to get on that, because if I was a salesperson, I'd be like, listen, where the hell is the big dog? Where is it? And that's GTA, man. I'm sorry, but that's it. It's like, I know people don't like GTA because it's so popular and all this crap.
Listen,
we're all going to run out and play GTA 6 whether you like it or not.
They all love GTA because guess what? It's the number 1 selling game for over 10 years.
One of the biggest launches of all time, and growing.
Game is literally going to be in what the hell is that thing called? Ripley's Believe It or Not. What's that shit called?
Oh, the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yes.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
I knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it, but I thought of Ripley's.
Yeah, no, it's
look at this crazy.
Yeah.
It's probably already won. Like, it's probably already. They haven't even shut the game down.
Yeah, Rockstar probably is just. They're gonna wake up and just see more records, break from that release. It's going to be crazy, and we all know it's not going to be on PC right away, so you can't just be like, oh, I'll get it on PC. You got to get a console, and like you guys are saying, people are going to run out, they're going to get a Pro, they're going to buy it, they want to play it the best it can be. If they get a 5 and play it, or a Series X, that's fine too. It's going to sell regardless. It's got
GTA is only second to Minecraft.
Really? Okay.
What about WoW?
No, it's nowhere near.
I thought WoW was 2004, 2005.
Well, no, I mean like highest sales of all time. Minecraft is 300 million. Grand Theft Auto 5 is 200 million.
So we're hearing that Dragon's Dogma 2 will run at 60 on the Pro, but people are now saying it's going to run at like 846p.
It's bull crap. So
I hope not, man.
What happened?
I don't know if that's BS or not, man. That might be true.
All right,
it could be.
I'm not going to claim to be a computer scientist, but this is the way that I
have to be though.
Apparently,
that's how
nowadays,
we have to be all these. We have to have all these degrees to know what consoles we're buying now.
Apparently, PlayStation provided certain people with the raw footage of that thing, the thing that we watched, not compressed through YouTube, and they used frame counting to say it's going to be at 800 whatever, but it's going to be upscaled to 4K 60 with their version of DLSS. So I don't know the case. what's going to happen is when you look at it, it's going to look like 4K. It's got super sampling. It's not like really, it's not going to run at 800p like the Switch. Like, that's the way I understand it, but I'm sure we'll get more info later.
Yeah, and then
Like
how
I
is
said, I'm not
Monster
a
Hunter?
scientist to understand this, so I don't know.
Yeah, Monster Hunter comes out in January, and it might do the same thing, right? So that's their next release. That's that like
if
after
they
they
get
just did
more
the
third-party games running at 60,
Yeah,
the Xbox is in big trouble.
that's the key. That's what I was saying before. Like, just keep
Because
showing.
then people are going to look at the Xbox like the Switch, like it can't run games.
Right.
yeah, you have to really, and nowadays because of how, for lack of a better term, influential some of these content creators are to people. Once if correct people that know what they're talking about convince a certain amount of people, like, to say, listen, it's doing this and this for these games, we have it hands on. Like, once that starts getting out there, like you said, once people caught that little, like, okay, this is moving stuff better than the Series X, that's going to get a lot of people to start changing their mind or waiting for that price drop after it doesn't, do so well, let's say this holiday. And they're like, you know what? I'm not going to spend it at full price, but once there's a price drop, I'm on it. Or you know what? If there's a bundle next year in fall of 2025 with GTA, I'll get it, right? Let's just say that's because in this year, in a year's time,
GTA 6 is going to be bundled with the Pro and the Standard. They're going to
yeah.
bundle that game with everything.
Yeah, man. So it's like
got the
once
marketing
people
for it.
see, like, give it like a year, and I'm curious, like, once they see these games come out and potentially, let's say, like Indiana Jones, right? Another like Xbox title that they have now, and then like all these other titles that they update. If the proof is in the pudding that is there, that's going to sell it for a lot of people, especially if they wait for a price drop and then they
Indiana
bite.
Jones has to be Pro enhanced because it's going to come out after the machine is out.
Yes.
Right.
And they're mandating games, now that the system has been announced, have to launch with the Pro, with Pro enhancements.
Yeah,
so Indiana
you can't...
Jones is already going to run better on PlayStation, which is ridiculous.
Well, either way, it's gonna put Xbox in a position because they're right now online. They're trying to convince you that you shouldn't buy the Pro, you should buy a PC. So there's going to be people that say, "Well, I'm not going to stay on this Xbox. I'm either a console person, I'm going to get the Pro, or I'm going to get a PC." And people are just going to leave Xbox.
People that have Xbox are going to stay on Xbox, unless
really,
there's a huge performance boost.
Then that's what I mean. Like,
we don't know if Indiana's going to run at 60 or 30 on there. I think it'll run at 60 only because it's machine games.
Right.
They have a history of getting their games to run.
Yeah.
But hey, if it runs better and it has better visuals and everything on the Pro, that's that's not a good look for Xbox.
Now people are
there's a handful of games that run better. I think that people, like, enough of them, people will leave. It just depends.
Yeah, and some people are saying that this is only running like a little bit better than the Series X, right? So I'm curious to see like how, when you put them side by side, once everyone gets their hands on it, not just like the top journalists.
Digital Foundry is going to put a hit out on fucking Xbox. You can guarantee it.
Yeah, there's people that definitely are biased and they're gonna immediately assume. But I think once like actual real gamers and real reviewers that dive and dabble into everything will compare it, and we'll actually get to see, how this thing is. And guess what? That might, it might either hurt them or help them depending on how they really target these games to run and how much they can sell. And if there's a price drop and people see this stuff running great, and then you got GTA 6 coming around the corner, it's gonna, it might either change people's minds or it might make them wait even longer. But there's nothing wrong with waiting sometimes, because you save some money. But definitely vote with your wallet on this one. I think they need to definitely step it up and punch it up with this next state of play. Just show all Pro enhanced stuff, man. They have to. And a GTA little surprise at the end might not be too bad, because you could show a little bit more of a story trailer if Rockstar even wanted to show that. It could be 2 to 3 minutes long, and then just put at the end PS5 Pro enhanced. That's all you need to do, man. That will be the cherry on top, and people will not, even if the whole presentation is crap, if they see that, they're going to run out and pre-order this thing. And if they do a state of play before the pre-orders, that's why I'm thinking, man, if like worldwide pre-orders are October 10th, yeah, I think that state of play might be coming. You know, nothing's confirmed. It's just grain of salts and leaks but man, I don't know.
It's now or never for this.
It's now or never.
Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to say about the state of play crap. But yeah,
the state of pay.
State of pay.
All right. So, any other news here for this?
Well, I guess if you wanted to talk about, we talked about our GameStop stories, but do you want to talk about you and Fred's adventure?
Me and Fred went to GameStop. I told him, waited all day for this guy. He told me, oh, furnace guy's coming between 10 and 11. 2 o'clock comes by. He's still here. I'll just come there now. I'm like, whatever. I said, make sure you bring all your wires and the stand. And he said, okay, I got everything. I was like, good. We go to GameStop. Bro, we're there and he goes, oh, fuck, I forgot the stand. I'm like, are you kidding me, man? So I had to take him all the way back to his house. He grabbed the stand. We went back. But while we were there the first time, I traded in my my Horizon PS5. It was a Horizon bundle. Traded that one in, and I traded in the Black Series S 1 terabyte, which it's been discontinued, by the way, just so everybody knows. I didn't know that.
That was quick. That was a year in. That came out last September.
Yeah, they discontinued it because the white one is coming out.
And that's a terabyte.
Yeah, so that's a terabyte, and it's funny because I bought that for $334 at Target, brand new, and GameStop gave me $300 for it.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. And it was I never used it. I unboxed it for the channel, and it was just sitting in my basement, in the box. I still have the box for it. $300, man. And then the guy was like this was the guy that helped me the other day that looked at my account. I was kind of weary because it was like, oh, this guy is going to keep looking at my account. No, he was like, oh, yeah, it's good business that we're taking all these trades. I don't say no to any trades. And I was like, well, I mean, I have a Series S in the car, a white one. He goes, yeah, you can bring it in, man. So I was like, all right, we'll take Fred to go get his stuff, and then we'll come back, and I'll bring that one in. He goes, yeah, no problem. Brought it in.
No problem. Yeah. That's good because, like we said, you're always preparing for some BS to go down before a GameStop trip. We all do collectively. We just like, oh man, what's gonna happen, or what's gonna be sketchy.
Nerve-wracking to go there because the employees, they could be either really cool or really stupid. You know what I mean?
Well, look what happened to me. I got the crazy guy.
Yeah, you actually, you took one for the team on that one.
It had to happen to one of them.
Dreadpool says tech specs are great, but how you use it and how
proficient.
Yeah, I haven't seen that word in a while. UR makes it all the difference. Yeah, I know. Let's see what they do.
And
they do it right. They don't do it right, then screw them.
That's it, man. And Stevie Mac also mentioned MGS3. Yes, if they show that at the showcase, that's another one that will, again,
I think Xbox has the rights for that one, though. The marketing.
Yeah, that's true. But again, you still show it to get people, it's not just coming to PlayStation, but
they can't show it. They don't have the rights.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Xbox can't show GTA. They don't have the marketing rights. Sony does.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I think that was Xbox grabbed that one. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's 100%. I mean, can you look it up, Frank?
Let me see.
I usually said the same thing to my extra. Wow. That's kind of messed up, Stevie.
Oh no, the Snake Eater trailer was shown at the PlayStation Showcase in 2023.
Right, but I think Xbox got the marketing rights within the last year and a half or so.
Because that was a year ago, so yeah, I don't know. It was the state of play that me and you streamed, actually. One of the ones we streamed.
Frank doesn't know how to use Google.
I know, I can't find it.
No, it's okay. I was just looking at the state of play history.
Metal Gear Snake Eater marketing rights. That's all you need to type in.
Of course, it says it will credit Hideo Kojima. It's like, yeah, thanks. He has the rights to it.
Well, I heard they do, but again, maybe couple of Xbots said that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, no, I'm happy that you went in and it wasn't a problem. You know, like you just got. You know, I mean, worst case, he had to drive back and get his stand. But I mean, so what? Fred just traded in the 5
but they
for
don't
him.
They don't take the PlayStation 5 without the stand. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, how else are they going to spank their customers? I mean, they got to have the stand on standby.
How are they going to spank their own asses after the trade-in?
Yeah, once they close up shop.
You know the guy's going to town with that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially that one guy that was a big PlayStation fanboy when you went.
Oh yeah, I remember that story. Yeah, no, Fred forgot the stand. They had to go back and get it. RWK.
He forgot his milk, and he had to go back on.
Yeah, he got the stand in the orange milk fall edition, and so he just traded in one console, and then the Uncharted game.
Yeah, he had 2 copies of Uncharted Lost Legacy because he lost one, but then he found it. I don't know. Yo, they gave him $22 for those games, by the way, each.
Wow.
He paid $20 for that game, and he got 22. Then he got a bonus like trading credit. So he got like $25, $26 for each of the Uncharted games. So he made money on that Uncharted.
That's not bad.
Bro, he was going to trade in Destiny and Overwatch. I was like, Fred, they don't take that anymore.
They give you a penny for it if they even take it.
They don't take it.
Yeah.
It's not in their system. You can't even find it. I only let the wife spank me. I don't need that service at GameStop. Not yet. They're going to offer that soon.
They're desperate.
If Kramer keeps talking the way he talks. The last Metal Gear Solid 3 trailer was shown at the Xbox showcase in June.
Yeah, so it was first shown at the PlayStation one, then Xbox, they showed more in June, and then now...
But that's where I heard that they got the rights, the marketing rights.
Yeah, so I guess the next time we have a showcase on either one, I guess we'll see if they talk about it again on which one. We'll be able to kind of make that make that clear.
If it's shown at a PlayStation event, then yeah, they don't have the marketing rights.
Yeah, it would be interesting though. Because that's another one I am looking forward to that though. MGS3 is going to be cool.
Yeah.
That's going to be very good. And whenever they decide, I know we talked about it last week, but yeah, it looks like it's going to take them a little bit longer to do a Master Collection, Volume 2. So I guess we'll see, whenever that happens. But that'll be cool to one day play MGS4 wherever the hell you want. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Frank probably just had that one bad experience out of this whole trade-in thing. But what was interesting was that we didn't even talk about this. I mean, we talked about it on Game Complainers, but GameStop, they put up the tweet about getting 410 on social media, and then a lot of people, they like pulled back on some of those prices. So some people were like, wait, why are they changing prices now? And all this stuff. So that also happened.
Let's see if that tweet's still up.
Yeah. Because...
Oh, yeah, it's right here.
They still have it?
They still have it up.
I'm curious what the replies are now,
Hang on. I got something up with the computer. I'm looking at a window here. Just give me a second here. People can't see us, but we're here.
Wow, they still have it. That's so crazy.
I traded in a 5-month-old PS5 perfect condition, got $260. That's what somebody wrote.
Yeah, it's like
why would they do that? Like, that's... Everyone's like ripping this guy in the comments that he's stupid.
I like how GameStop Help had to reply. It's like, this promo is applied in store, not included in our online estimate tool. The promotion is running until 9/14 on Series S, X, and PS5. So it's like, are they not giving 410 now?
A lot of people said, now this will get me to buy a Pro. I mean, that is a big incentive. It's more than half of the console for your old-ass PS5, so...
I like the one asshole 415 and we got a deal.
Somebody wrote, "Y'all still in business?" Like that was like today. Like, yeah, I mean, it was good that you noticed that the Series S dropped because that's what got me to run there, and then everyone else went, and we all did good.
Hang on, I think we got a message from Arnold.
Uh-oh.
RWK, how dare you trade in the spanking paddle PlayStation 5 stand? I will take this stand and pepperoni spank your ass until it bleeds red. I'm a cop, you idiot. Skynet will spank the humans after Judgment Day with the PlayStation 5 stand. You fucking idiot.
You want to hear that again? Can you hear this, Anthony?
It's now playing for me now on the playback.
I'll play one more time.
RWK, how dare you trade in the spanking paddle PlayStation 5 stand? I will take this stand and pepperoni spank your ass until it bleeds red. I'm a cop, you idiot. Skynet will spank the humans after Judgment Day with the PlayStation 5 stand. You fucking idiot.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's amazing.
Back from the spank.
Jeez.
Who does a better Arnold? Hey, that's Arnold. Let's see here. Who's saying this stuff here? Oh, okay.
What was I going to say about? Oh yeah, the Series S. Yeah, no, that was the one thing that before I traded mine in, they dropped it lower. So yeah, if anything, that was kind of like our warning of like, oh, they're gonna. That's why we just ran out and just got it done. You know.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, I lost $30, but it's all good.
Oh, you know what? We do have one more topic to talk about.
What?
Allegedly, Intel lost the bid for the PS6. They were bidding to provide the
Thank God.
GPUs.
At this point, Frank, would you want PlayStation 6 to come out and the chip overheats?
No, I stick to. Even though I'm not the biggest AMD guy, the consoles have been okay. Knock on wood. So stick to what you know and keep.
Hang on, Arnold's gonna talk again. Is he gonna talk?
Fred,
There you go.
how dare you trade in the spanking paddle PlayStation 5 stand? I will take this stand and pepperoni spank your ass. Skynet will spank the humans after Judgment Day with the PlayStation 5 stand. You fucking idiot. Bill Gates has programmed me to watch you all naked and take notes for Skynet.
Does the PS5 Pro come with a different controller? No.
Nope.
I like how he said it as a question. Like Bill Gates will take notes naked as something for Skynet, and it's like a question.
How did you make that noise before? It was like, like
what
made
noise?
The weirdest noise. They like on the other stream you were doing, it made that like trumpet noise, that like demonic like trumpet sounding noise. It was so weird.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
One of the AI voices you did, it randomly made like a squealing noise.
Yeah,
like,
that's the way that it was. I didn't do anything. It wouldn't read what I wrote.
It was scary.
I had Gilbert Godfrey, Anthony, say, "You woke me up from the dead for this."
Oh man.
No, that's not why they hiked the price. You know, they're not even giving you the DualSense controller, the their Pro controller. You would think they would give it to you with the Pro console. You know, Xbox did that. Remember the VCR Xbox One with the they gave you the Elite V1 and they gave you like a hybrid SSD HDD. Remember those?
Yeah.
They actually did give you that. Sony's not even doing that. Because why would they? You're lucky you're getting the controller. That's next.
Gotta buy it separate.
Hey, like we said, Apple, you buy the phone, you just get the phone. You don't get anything with it.
Well, that's an Apple thing too. They're like, well, you already have the other phone, so you could just keep the brick. So Sony's like, well, you already have the other PS5, so you could just keep the controller, and you're good.
Yeah, because that Apple USB cable lasts for fucking 5 years or 2 years, whatever it is.
Indefinitely. You have to keep using it.
And they keep updating the iPhone so it won't recognize the cables.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Thank God it's USB-C now.
Yeah, everything should be USB-C.
Yeah. Hang on. Alright. I got one for Dreadpool here. How about that? He's gonna get really mad.
Dreadpool. You tell Noof Nukem to come talk to me. If he has a problem with how I talk, tell him I will boom, 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 pay, boom his pepperoni ass across the room.
You didn't even read that right. You didn't even read that one. Okay. Anyway. So what's going on with this PlayStation? Intel lost the bid? Thank God.
Yeah.
Because imagine if they were manufacturing those chips now. They were all defective.
Yeah, they'd be in big trouble.
Sony would still ship them defective, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah, they don't care. Yeah, that was probably for the better. Because they said another big thing was had to do with backwards compatibility because they're on AMD now. I don't know what that has to do with it, but that's what they said. So they stuck to AMD. So
yeah,
that's fine. They, like I said, there hasn't been any major problems, knock on wood, with this console. So just stick to it, and we'll see what happens. But it sucks for Intel. They would have made a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sure we'll be paying for that
$1,000.
Bang. But at that point, yeah, I would just say keep the boxes for the 5 Pro, and if you got to resell it, beforehand, sell it online if GameStop's not around.
here we go. Arnold's going to talk again. It doesn't start saying slurs. Kramer has good intel. Alright, here we go. Should be playing now.
Dreadpool. You tell Noof Nukem to come talk to me if he has a problem with how I talk. Tell him I will boom boom. Kai boom. Boom. K boom is pepperoni ass across the room. Dreadpool. I eat your beard like a pizza. Your beard is cheesy like sourdough bread. Please, Dreadpool. Can I have some more cheese, please? Do you even know how to clean pools? Dreadpool. Skynet can use your beard, Dreadpool. Skynet can use your beard, Dreadpool.
I don't know why you said it twice. Alright, I'm gonna do one more with Arnold. With Dreadpool.
Dreadpool. I need your boots, your clothes, and your beard. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I think it's just starting for me now.
Dreadpool. I need your boots, your clothes, and your beard.
Where is beard?
Arnold put down Dreadpool's cookie. The Pro isn't even out. We're talking about PS6. I know.
Yeah, it makes you think about, the next steps that they would take if they're doing this now for a Pro,
We're talking about Fable, and we're still talking about the next Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Didn't Fable just turn 20?
Yeah, it did.
So how long before the new one comes out? Will Fable be 40 by the time the new one comes out?
It'll probably be 30. Maybe a little older. That's the thing. They're talking about PS6, but they're saying 2027, 2028. So I'm not going to wait for PS6. I'm going to get a system now and play for... Even if it comes out in 2 to 3 years, I think I got my couple $100.
I'll say this. Everyone, start saving for PlayStation 6 now. Because...
If you don't have or if you already have a PC, sure. Other than that, I would just save for a PC.
You know what's really stopping everyone from just going full PC from PlayStation? They don't put the games day and date. If they did that, nobody would buy the Pro. Everyone would just build a computer.
I was like, damn, I would just build another computer. Because
that's what everyone would do.
That's why I got off Xbox, because the games run like crap and they're right on here on the PC. PlayStation, I'm not going to wait a year to play a game. I'm just going to get the Pro and play it. They offer me something.
Shame on you for having options. You can't always get what you want, but you get what you need.
I love how Xbox guys say, play anywhere except for PlayStation. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, right.
We can't just all play games and have fun and enjoy everything.
Who cares where you play it? Like, for real. I mean, I know we joke about that shit too, but let's be realistic here. This generation sucks. We all know it. Okay? Everyone in the fucking chat knows it. Everyone knows it. It's not a secret. However, at this point, I just want to have fun. I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah. And if PS5 Pro is the best way to play games on console for the next 2 to 3 years, then I'll be there.
PlayStation 6 is $1,000. Yeah, it's going to be $1,000. It might be more than that.
But you can bet your butt
Dreadpool, I guarantee you it's going to be $1,500. Especially if they don't do another Xbox. That PlayStation 6 is $1,500.
Even if they do another Xbox, that's going to be around the same price. So just
it depends on what Xbox is doing. If they're going to do the PC thing, then that might even be $1,000. And then Sony will be like, "Oh, they're $1,000, well, we're $1,500."
If they're going to offer you like everything, like it's a PC and has Windows and Steam, it's going to be $1,000, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Depends on what they're selling you, though.
Just look at the crisper image quality of the crowd. It looks crisper on the PS6 Pro.
The only thing saving Sony, like we said, is that their games take forever to come to PC. So,
right, if they hurry that along, then I think more people will just go to PC.
I certainly would. Why not? But that's not the case. So, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna sit here with my?
The issue is that they're not doing that. Get a third job. You might need a fifth job by the time the 6 comes out.
And another mortgage.
It's just like the Switch. Yes, you can play Switch games on PC, but not, that's not really a thing. It kind of is and it kind of isn't. So you got to buy a Switch if you want to play Mario. So that's the reason to actually own one. The meme came true, like we said 100 times. All you need is your PC, your PS5, and your Switch. Because I'm still going to play Xbox games just on this. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like Stevie Mac said, they're still supporting the PS4. So, like, you might even get longer out. Obviously, we like to upgrade immediately, but there's going to be people that buy the Pro that keep it for 5 years because they're still going to put games on it. They still put games on PS4. So, someone's going to get their money's worth out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I just think it's also like a lot of there's also people out there that have waited, haven't actually got anything new yet. And at that point, if you have been holding out, then it might be faster to jump on it, especially if they hype it up with some good stuff at a state of play. So
all right, let's see here what this guy has to say. I know we're taking time out to do this, but why? It's fun.
You can tell Mario to go fuck himself. Mario has destroyed gaming. That fat fucking plumber doesn't even work out. Mario needs to work his chubby belly. Mario has a small penis. Mario doesn't pump iron like I do. I pump iron all the time. And Luigi is a fucking skinny punk. I can eat Luigi for breakfast. Fuck Mario and Luigi.
The fat plumber.
Play that again.
You can tell Mario to go fuck himself. Mario has destroyed gaming. That fat fucking plumber doesn't even work out.
Skinny punk.
Mario needs to work his chubby belly. Mario has a small penis. Mario doesn't pump iron like I do. I pump iron all the time.
Luigi.
And Luigi is a fucking skinny punk. I can eat Luigi for breakfast. Fuck Mario and Luigi.
They better support the PS4. You know, it's funny. If the PlayStation 6 is backwards compatible and is digital, what are you going to do? Is it going to be backwards compatible with only PS5 going forward?
Probably 4 and 5.
How can you do 4 and 5 if no one built up their digital library on 4?
They're gonna, I don't know.
There's not going to be a disk drive with 6 at all.
What about a buyback program?
No, they're not doing that.
I'm just joking.
Microsoft lied about it, and they never did it. What?
They'll put all their games on the service, so you don't have to rebuy them.
You know, Xbox had on their website, oh, click here to trade in your, to bring your physical games to a Microsoft store. I clicked on the link, and it was like, for more info, look up your closest Microsoft store. They never went full bore with that whole thing.
Nope.
Oh no.
I thought they were gonna do that.
I thought so too.
They wanted people off of physical.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no games in the store. Like, I'm telling you, go to Target, you're gonna be like, there's nothing here. Walmart, there's no games. So, how long are they gonna support this?
Third colonoscopy? What's this guy typing in? Might not even be worth getting a PS6 day one. Which would let you get even more money out of the Pro. Nah, you would have to get the 6, man.
People like us are gonna get the 6.
That's like saying the PS4 Pro. Oh, just stick with that instead of the 5. It's like, just get the 5.
But there's still people that are playing on PS4 right now.
I know that.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy. It's ludicrous,
hey,
and they're insane.
Yeah. There's people that played Elden Ring on that PS4 base. Like,
my Microsoft store didn't even know about the Pro. Yeah, I know. So what was that all about? They're telling everyone online to go to the store, and everyone's going to the store looking like an idiot. Yeah, brought all my games. What are you guys talking about? Huh?
GameStop's actually they're giving $17 for Halo Infinite if you have it physically.
I got it for $10. I should trade it in.
There you go.
It's almost as much as Uncharted, but not quite. MCC they still give $17.60 for, which that's kind of surprising considering it came out in 2013.
I should go get all my stupid Xbox One games and trade them in. There's so many games I had physically that I bought digitally when they were like super cheap.
Yeah.
I should just get rid of all of it. And
all the I think Wario put up, but yeah, all the Resident Evils are on sale again, digital on Xbox.
I just saw this fake article. GameStop pre-orders bankruptcy.
There you go.
I got scared for a minute. I was like, no, wait.
That's funny.
Not yet.
Not yet. Give me 2 months. Hey, I want them to survive now, though, because they'll be dumb enough to give me $400 or $500 for the Pro when the 6 comes out.
Yeah, no, exactly. If there is some kind of like alternate timeline, Back to the Future style, where they're still around by that time, by the 6, then yeah, I mean...
Marty, we have to go back. The PS6 is $2,000.
Yeah.
We need GameStop to survive.
You gotta trade in this Pro. Marty, what do you mean you forgot the disk drive?
I don't have that soundboard.
Although, if you were going back in time to buy something... Okay.
GameStop still gives a good trade in value on maids. I might trade in my old maid, Gladys. She has a huge, massive ass. I might get extra credit because of that. I need your boots, your clothes, and your store credit. I need your boots, your clothes, and your store credit.
My old maid.
AI is so funny, man. This is great.
Boots you stored. And your store credit.
I'll play that one more time.
GameStop still gives a good trade in value on maids. I might trade in my old maid, Gladys.
Maids.
She has a huge, massive ass. I might get extra credit because of that. I need your boots, your clothes, and your store credit. I need your boots, your clothes, and your store credit.
Oh, man.
Your clothes, your boots, and your store credit. That's so stupid.
He needs all the store credit he can get.
Yeah. He wants to get them pros. He's not messing around. I want your store credit now. What were you saying, Frank? You're like, even if you went back in time to do
couldn't you just get the lottery numbers and buy all the pros you want?
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
About it. He's like, oh, I'm good.
You can go to any like sport results thing, just do a sports betting thing, and just like, you know, you get a house, a car, and then you can get your pros.
You get a bunch of them. And easy chain them together and run 1x on them.
Yeah.
The PS3.
There we go. He's gonna talk again.
Your store credit. Give it to me. Now, you won't be needing any cash.
You'll know what that's from.
Your store credit. Give it to me.
I'm waiting for it to play.
Now, you won't be needing any cash. Your store credit. Give it to me. Now, you won't be needing any cash.
You won't be needing any cash. Sounds like he has a list with Dreadpool. Give it to me now. I was just listening to The Rock on Jericho's weight. Why that sounds so... He said, "Can you smell what?"
So robotic.
Oh, that's funny. He said, "Put the candy down." Is this the same program that Mike and Peter use?
Yeah.
For their donations? Okay.
No, it's not. It's a website I found.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sharing it because I don't want 1,000 million of these things in my inbox.
Oh, so I have a list, Dreadpool.
Hang on. He's talking.
What about your pepperoni beard? Why does your beard smell like cheese? Do you like cheese, Dreadpool? You know what kicks my pool, Dreadpool? You know what? Fix my pool, Dreadpool. The maids need the skinny dip before I film my next movie. Go fix my pool, Dreadpool. Now.
It screwed that up, but it was funny.
Oh, so I have a list, Dreadpool. What about your pepperoni beard? Why does your beard smell like cheese? Do you like cheese, Dreadpool? You know what kicks my pool, Dreadpool? You know what? Fix my pool, Dreadpool. The maids need the skinny dip before I film my next movie. Go fix my pool, Dreadpool. Now.
All right, so what are we talking about here?
I don't know if we have anything else, but
that was pretty much the bulk of it, I think. As far as PlayStation goes.
So this thing runs at 800p, right?
Yes, that's the takeaway. I don't know.
Yes. Takeaway is there is no takeaway of how it runs until...
Can I... Also, I want to say this. That guy, Digital Foundry, T-Rex, he's got the little arms. That guy, he tweeted years ago when the Series S was a thing. Oh, if consoles go digital, if consoles don't come with the disc drive and go digital, I'll never play video games again. Guess what, buddy? He's changing his tune now, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it comes a time where you just gotta understand.
That guy said if the systems are all digital and they don't come with a disc drive, he'll stop playing video games. And we said on the show, we said that's bull BS. He ain't doing it. I was going to say the other word, but
imagine he's like, I have to quit my job now because I can't play games because they're all digital. So I can't really...
That's what we were saying. It was like, well, you're going to have to quit your job then, buddy.
I mean, physical's cool, but people just got to get over it at this point. There's nothing to stop it. It's not going to stop. It's over.
Yeah, it's a different time.
Learn to live with it. And there are ways to get games now and in the future that you'll have access to it. You will be able to get it. Don't worry. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's I don't know. Like I think at this point, if they're gonna kind of phase that out, yeah, I just think just try to get as much as you can on the store when it goes on sale, you know, slowly but surely kind of convert the library over.
And the games go on sale quick, and they're cheap. Like, I mean, a year or two later, you get a game for $5-10. It's like
Exactly.
even that stupid. I know it's a horrible example, but that crappy Suicide Squad game, the $100 edition is $20, and it's like less than a year old. Like, you're gonna be able to get games for cheap. It's not a big
Exactly.
deal. If you don't want to pay $70, just wait for it.
I think Arnold's gonna speak for one of the last
Oh, so you gonna pirate your fucking games, Frank? Why must you steal games, Frank? You're a fucking coward. Frank, buy your games, Frank. Listen to me, Frank. Frank. Fuck.
It just cut off. It didn't even finish what I wrote.
Oh, so you gonna pirate your fucking games, Frank? Why must you steal games, Frank? You're a fucking coward. Frank, buy your games, Frank. Listen to me, Frank.
He
Frank.
exploded.
Frank. Fuck.
He says, "Oh, you're gonna pirate games now."
All right, I'll fix it. So he'll say what I want him to say.
I like what he said.
All right, he's gonna say it now, real quick.
Fuck you, Frank. I need your clothes, your boots, and your Pokemon.
Wait a minute. That didn't come out right. Can he even say that?
Fuck you, Frank. I need your clothes, your boots, and your Pokemon.
He can't say it right.
Pokemon.
He says it again. I'll try one more time. I'll put the apostrophe.
Fuck you, Frank. I need your clothes, your boots, and your Pokemon.
Pokemon.
These physical guys are crying over digital, like Orphan is crying to leave the country. Oh. Well, I would say keeping politics out of this, sir. That the physical guys are crying a river. For sure. I've seen videos all over the place. Or what are we gonna do? I've been collecting. You know what you're gonna do, asshole? You're gonna go out and buy a digital fucking copy of your games. That's what you're gonna do. What am I gonna do? I got all these games behind me. Well, that's your problem.
Your old systems aren't going anywhere.
Here's the thing. This is what people don't understand. You can drop dead at any moment. Do you know what's gonna happen to your collection? Your wall of virginity behind you.
Goodwill.
Your wife, your girlfriend, your parents, if you have a wife or a girlfriend, someone's going to fucking come into your house and throw all that shit in the garbage. They're not even going to go to Goodwill. That's too much work. So you got to think about, if something happens to me, what's going to happen to all my stuff? Am I going to make my loved ones clean it all up? Or am I just going to get rid of it now and just, condense things down? So it's not a burden on anybody. That's the way you kind of have to think when you get old. So all these guys like crying on the internet, oh, physical, you don't own the games. You don't own the games anyway. Look at Concord. People that bought the disc, the physical disc, they still can't play it because Sony locked them out. You need to update the game, and when you update the game, you can't play it. So it doesn't even matter anymore.
That's the
Cartridges don't last forever. Those things are going to burn out at some point. Like, we all know that. That's happened with some Sega Genesis games. I've had to change some of the boards for those. But be a minimalist, man. Trade in all your fucking games and get an EverDrive. Be happy. Not a big deal. Everyone makes a huge deal out of this thing, and it doesn't have to be. Well, I built my physical library. Well, guess what? They didn't care you built up your physical library. They want you to. They're gonna push everyone into digital. We said that years ago, and everyone was telling, "No, Sony loves us. Sony is our savior." Yeah, they sure are, right? And guess what? They fucked you when they were ready, and they were ready. So.
Yeah, I mean, we try to let people know about, the changes that Sony was going to make, and now they're slowly but surely moving. It's like we try to tell
people bitching about this though, Anthony. Pay for Netflix and Spotify every fucking month.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But games, it's an entitlement. It is what it is, man. Gotta stop.
There's ways to get games cheaper, and I'm not talking about piracy. CD keys, used games for now, whatever you can
Yeah,
do.
it's different. It's a little bit different because, obviously with movies, it's like, they're actually on the disc. So for me, I still kind of go after, 4Ks and whatnot. But as far as, games, yeah, it's just a little, it is different when it's games to movies. I mean, it's the same kind of thing where it's slowly kind of phasing away regardless. But
just create a Plex server and shut the fuck up so the hockey man. Well, or I built home theaters all over the house.
yeah,
I have my discs. I ripped them all. And guess what happened when the basement got flooded the other day because of stupid cats? My binder full of my fucking DVDs got fucking ruined. Guess what? They're all backed up. They're on my home theater.
Yeah.
So it sucks I have to throw the discs away, but everything's backed up. Because you never know.
you still got your wrestling DVDs though?
Those are
Or are they in
fine.
there too?
No. It was a binder full of movies. I threw the cases out. I threw the cases out for these movies, these DVD movies that I had for years, just to make space. But the binder got wet, and the movies were in there, and there was some water in there. They're dried out, but I'm probably going to throw them away. But that's fine because I backed them all up. They're on my home theater. The wrestling DVDs are fine. They are in bags, insulated bags. But those, I ripped all the wrestling DVDs too, so I don't even have to worry about those. If those got destroyed for whatever reason, it would suck. But guess what? They're all backed up.
Yeah.
If you guys bring me 2 terabytes, I'll give you all my wrestling DVDs because they're all backed up. I had to back up the Blu-rays. I didn't back up the wrestling Blu-rays yet.
That'll take a little bit more time and space.
Yeah, because that is it takes about a half an hour to 40 minutes just to rip the fucking Blu-rays. It's not even
Right.
It's no joke. But yeah, I will get those ripped. I had to get those ripped for Jeff. He gave me a hard drive 6 years ago.
Oh shit.
And I put all the network stuff on there and all the DVD stuff, but I have to put the Blu-rays on there. And then after 6-7 years, this guy will get his hard drive back. Sending a 2 terabyte right now. Yeah, it's 2 terabytes. Not bad. Let's see here. Yeah, back your stuff up digitally or whatever you want to do. People have so many options and they choose not to do it. Shout out to Zarek in the chat. He's not even in here tonight. But Zarek, he watched our videos on how to mod his 360, and guess what? He did it. He made a video and uploaded it last night.
Oh, nice.
He RGH 3.0'd his 360.
I gotta check his video out.
Because he watched me do it a couple of months ago. That's what you gotta do, man. You gotta pay attention. So, shout out to Zarek. Any questions in the chat about PlayStation or what they could be doing or any theories? Because again, this is not to be a long show. This was only supposed to be like an hour, 2-hour show. We're not doing this every Monday, but when there's PlayStation news, we will come on here and just talk about that. It's just to kind of fill it out. If there is a state of play this week, I'll cover that live. I don't know if these guys will be around, but I'll be on live.
If it's the 19th, I mean, I got to stream Dead Rising that day, so let's just hope it's not that day.
Right.
Because if there's some RE stuff that day, that's going to really fuck with things big time for me. So I'm going to hope that it's Tuesday, or next week or something, if it does happen. But we'll see.
If it's next week, we can do something. If not, then it's, the hard drive will die from old age. You know what? I got hard drives from like 20 years ago that still work. And they're still fine. Like I check them in Crystal Disk and they're fine. I think it depends if they're plugged in all the time and all that stuff.
Yeah, it definitely depends.
Depends obviously on the conditions of like where they're stored too, but I've also had hard drives. I just had one in my car. It was a 1 terabyte drive. It was in my car for like 5 years. Since 2018. It was a 1 terabyte. I backed up a computer at my mom's job, and it was just in my car. It was brand new. I put it right back in the box it came in. I brought it in here. It seemed like it worked fine. The next day, it was dead. It's because it's been in my car for all those years, and the heat, and the cold, and the weather. Forget about it. Killed it. Oh, there's Zarek. Zarek, shout out to Zarek. We plugged your video, buddy. Zarek, drop your video in the chat. This way people can watch it later.
I'm going to put it in my history and watch it later.
Well, what I would say, Dreadpool, is like back up your drives every couple of years or whatever. Always keep backups. Because it's the way you have to do it. I used to burn stuff on Blu-rays, but I ended up with Blu-rays all over the place. So I ended up just taking the information that mattered, putting that on hard drives, and just shredding all the Blu-rays. By the way, there is a Blu-ray hack coming for the PlayStation 5. You're on firmware 7.61, I think. So you might see a tutorial for that on this channel whenever that comes out.
That'd be cool.
I might have to pick up a Blu-ray, a pack of Blu-rays or something.
Oh, no, never mind. I just checked this something. I thought they uploaded the Astro game for PS5, but it's the old one. I saw it the other day, and I was like, wait, is that true? And I looked, but it's not.
What are you talking about?
Like on those sites, like because
no, it's the original one doesn't have DRM. That's why. That's why I want to build my NAS. Be careful with those. Look at Carrie. All his NASs break. He uses Synology and they all break.
It's Carrie.
Yeah, I know. That's what he's gonna say. Because it's Carrie. Oh, man. Any questions about PlayStation in the chat? Any statements?
Statements?
The statement.
I'm just checking the Twitter here, but there's nothing going on.
The Twitter, yeah. Yo.
That's him, and I'm not building a Synology.
Come on, ask about PlayStation 5 Pro. You fucking pansies in the chat.
I think he bought a Synology. I don't think he built a Synology. I think it's a brand that you can buy. Got to be careful with NASs and RAIDs and everything, because it seems like those seem to fail quicker than just buying a drive, putting everything on it, and then just unplugging it, throwing it in the closet. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, though. Wonder if you could still change the memory. Yes, you can put in the NVMe. I have 3 of them. I have 1 downstairs and I have 2 right here in front of me. I can put my 1 terabyte in there, and then I will have 3 terabytes of PlayStation storage, which I probably will never use. So,
it's still nice we have the option.
well, the fact that it comes with 2 terabytes is good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to justify the whole price, but at least it's something. Because imagine if no disk drive and the price and 1 terabyte. Forget
That would
about
have
it.
been bad.
Fuck that.
At least the 2 terabyte.
Right. I think they got the best. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think they showed the 2 terabyte during the press thing.
They didn't. I read about it.
And you know why? I think they added that because of the Xbox.
Probably.
Because if you think about it, why was that not on the spec sheet when they had their little presentation? That should have been touted.
You're probably right. They probably figured we got to do something.
Right. They probably figured, shit, that's going to be $100 cheaper, and they're 2 terabyte.
Yeah.
Even though it's limited, it all matters for this holiday. So they probably had to throw it in at the last second. That's exactly what competition is, man.
Yeah.
See, my whole thing is, even if the Pro is like marginally better, how is it not justified to buy that over? If you were going to buy the 2 terabyte Series X that has no upgrades, wouldn't you just say I'll spend the extra 100? Like, I don't feel like that's a make or break number.
Because PlayStation guys are stupid. They're not going to fucking buy any other. They say play anywhere, but they don't buy any other consoles and shit.
You mean Xbox guys?
That's what I said. Xbox guys.
Oh, I thought you said PlayStation guys.
Xbox guys. Well, they're Xbox guys.
Yeah, like I can't
play anywhere, but don't play on PlayStation. What's wrong with you? Like, really? Come on. You tell me to play anywhere, but when I want to play everywhere, you get mad at me. Figure that out.
I mean, like, don't you think $600 is a big ask for a 4-year-old console with no upgrades, and it's just because it has 2 terabytes? But $700 for a console that has 2 terabytes and upgrades is like the devil. You know what I mean? Like, there's just such a double standard there that nobody.
Xbox knows they can't make a Pro because no one's gonna fucking buy it. And they're gonna lose money on it. That's God's honest truth. Okay, they can say all they want that they don't need a Pro console. You don't need a Pro console because you're not even fucking using the one that you got. That's why.
No one's gonna buy it,
and no one's gonna buy their updated one anyway. I would have bought it. He would have bought it. The other guy would have bought it. But the problem is, no one else would buy it.
I wouldn't have bought it.
You would have bought it.
I don't know.
If they had promised you more frame rate, you would have bought it. But then again, they promised all that with the Series X.
Yeah.
And Phil Spencer is quoted as saying that the Series X will not sacrifice performance or fidelity. He's quoted as saying that in early 2020, summer of 2020, before this thing even came out. He said we couldn't appreciate the power of this thing.
And I mean, to be fair, if I could get $400 for the Series X and put it toward a Xbox Pro, yeah, I probably would have done it. Because why not at that point?
Right.
So that's true.
It only makes sense. It only makes DualSense. It's common DualSense. Come on.
Oh, comes full circle.
However, the $700 price point on the PlayStation 5 does not make common DualSense.
No. If they had it at $599 and you're looking at that 2 terabyte Xbox, not that that's selling anyway, it would have been like a bloodbath for them. Like they would have been like, nobody would buy it at that point.
Here's what Sony should have done. Launched it at $599.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Just for the Christmas time.
Sure.
and then say limited time only price $5.99, you're going up against that 2 terabyte limited. They're dead. Like you said, it would have been a bloodbath.
Yeah.
And then after Christmas, the price goes up.
Right.
This way, they would have gotten the people that wanted it, and then they could still get their money later, and not destroy like their whole fan base over it.
Because who would buy if you're looking at the two systems back to back?
They just
Are
got
you really
greedy,
going to
man.
spend the same amount of money just because one has a disk drive? You're going to go with the more powerful system for the same price.
Yeah, but they're still going to be blowhards with this whole disk drive thing.
Oh, whatever. They're always going to be around.
I get that people want to own their games. I understand that. The problem is it's not the same anymore like it used to be.
There's updates
I
every
think people
day.
need to understand this.
Like the content's not on the disc. It's not like it's there anyway. If the
Right.
whole game was on the disc, I could understand it, but it's not. So we got to get over it.
But the manufacturing companies, they're not going to be around forever.
No.
The plants, they're not going to be doing this forever.
You're telling me they're gonna take time to print those discs when like a third of people are buying them or
Right.
a quarter of people are buying? They're not gonna do that.
It's just
I'm telling
it's
you,
not the way it used to be, and I think people need to get over it and understand it. It's listen, it's not something that I enjoy saying. I don't like saying, yeah, we don't own our shit anymore. We really don't, and it is what it is. I mean, I want a game, and I'm gonna game any way I can.
Yeah.
You can buy the games digitally or pirate them or wherever. You can still play games. It's not a big deal.
And like you said, who knows what's going to happen in the future? Are you going to say, well, I'm not going to buy these games, or are you just going to be like, listen, I'm going to play it now? And
even
then
Game Pass, you can play Call of Duty for a fucking $1. I mean, you can game the system any way you want. How many times have we said that you own physical disc, but you don't own the game? Exactly. The disc even tells you. Look at like a PlayStation 1 game. It even tells you don't own the fucking disc. It says you own the license for it. A PlayStation 1 game will tell you on the disc you can't broadcast it anywhere without permission. You can't lend it to somebody without permission. It says that on the disc. I don't think people understand. They've always had this stuff in writing. Have they enforced it? Really? No. You're not even supposed to resell it to GameStop. The disc says not for resale on it. Read the fine print. Twisted Metal 2. It says all that shit on the disc. Got Sweet Tooth's red face on it, and at the very bottom, you can read all the fine print.
Yeah.
If I have a disc and it breaks, guess what? I got to buy a new one. I can't call up Sony or Microsoft and be like, oh, I broke the disc by accident. They're going to be like, well, you can go to the store and buy another one. They're not going to mail me a new disc.
Didn't that happen to David R? His Street Fighter broke and he just had to buy it digital because it was
his Street Fighter 6 disc just stopped working. Brand new. So he bought it digital.
I've just been buying games digital. Like Astrobot, I just bought it digital.
Yeah, me too. I'll buy certain games physically, like to try them out if I don't think I'm going to like them. Or if I want to collect so-and-so game, which is few and far in between lately. But, I mean, that's it, man. Like these games here. I bought Air Twister. This thing was $11 for PlayStation. I played it today on stream. It sucks. I'm going to bring it to the shop.
Well, yeah, if you get it for that
cheap. Rocker Elysium, I paid I think it was $20 or $11 for this. One of them. I got a deal on it. The game sucks. I'm going to bring it to the shop and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Or if I bought it digital, I would have been stuck with these. But
yeah.
Just wait for sales and start building up your digital library now. That's all I can tell everybody.
Stuff goes on sale so quickly and it's so cheap.
By the way, Helldivers 2 looks like shit on the PlayStation 5. I want to see how that's going to look on the Pro.
Yeah, I might get it upgraded.
I hope it gets upgraded. It looks like a fucking PS2 game. So.
See.
No questions? I'll give you 5 more minutes. Then we're out of here. Fill your my backlog. That's Xbox's fucking slogan. Oh, everyone, there's plenty of games to get your backlog.
And
backlog.
If you really don't want to buy stuff, I mean, I know like the PlayStation service sucks and stuff, but there's a lot of games on there. Like if you didn't buy them, just play them on there and rent them, and then you're good. Like you don't have to worry about owning it or whatever. Like that's it. I mean, once you get the experience, who cares? I don't have a drive. I don't have a disc drive right now. So if I want to play those games, I'd probably just get the service and play them if I really wanted to, like what ones I had on disc. But I don't. Once I beat a game, most of the time I don't feel like going back anyway.
Experts, fuck your backlog. Phil Spencer's a girly man.
Well, there's Arnold. Lotus Esprit, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yo.
What's up?
Hope you feel better. Who's backlogged? Everybody. Oh, there's Brandon.
What's up, Brandon? Jesus. Well, I guess so. If you say so, Brandon.
Hey, experts.
That's the kind of games Phil Spencer
fuck
likes,
your backlog. Phil Spencer's a girly man.
The backlog special.
Does anybody have any predictions from Mr. Kramer before we leave?
GameStop's toast.
Battlefield did have a news thing, apparently.
Oh,
The new Battlefield's going to use a modern setting. First concept art revealed. Ahead of its investor day on the 17th. Revealed a concept art. It's going back to basics, apparently. If you look back on the peak of the pinnacle of Battlefield, it's that Battlefield 3 and 4. Battlefield 4 was where everything was modern, and I think we have to get back to the core of Battlefield and do that amazingly well. So I think it's nostalgic for players, for me, for the teams even. Those are kind of the heyday, although I would say 1942 as well.
I'm actually still sick as fuck just browsing. Well, feel better, man. Drink some tea, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, get rest. It's the best thing for you.
Definitely get some sleep. A lot of fluids. Water.
Yeah.
Hang on. This guy's gonna talk.
Dread pool! I would invest in some beard warmers. Your beard must get cold in the winter. I predict beard Christmas sweaters are going to take over this holiday season. Gotta keep those beards warm. Also, RWK is a fucking idiot.
There's the guy Kramer. When Xbox becomes a PC maker, probably next generation if they end up getting approved for that. That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of people are saying Phil Spencer's in big trouble because they're saying that he's spending too much money, and one of the people underneath Satya are like pretty much on his ass. Like this lady is like on him. So I don't know. That's what Tim Dog was saying.
Well, he's trying to go against the green there, so they probably want to get rid of him because why keep him around?
Well, he's been playing ball, so I mean, it depends. You know, I think he's got to make a certain amount of money. If not, then he's toast. He'll be spending time with his family, just like Jimbo over there.
Getting rid of Jim Ryan was a good thing for Sony, so maybe it's time for Microsoft.
Yeah, Phil Spencer's got to go. He's overstayed his welcome.
I still think it's too late for them as far as like a hardware maker, but you never know.
It's too late for them, but if this is the mandate from Satya, I mean, no matter, even if they get rid of Phil Spencer, the next guy's going to do the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just, this is what they want to do.
Yeah.
Can AI also? I can hear Phil Spencer moan.
Not yet. There isn't a Phil Spencer AI.
There's not one yet.
They only got like celebrities and stuff.
Actually, I think that somebody had one, but I don't have one. Sony's gonna wake up from a daydream about the price? No,
probably not.
They should,
even with the fans, response being so negative, like it's been.
We got to see how people react when they do have a state of play.
Sony can never prove that they're wrong.
Concord was the only time in history that I remember them actually like saying we screwed up. Like actually saying it and not just pulling something or stopping support.
They didn't say it though. They just pulled everything.
Yeah. But like
they just put a statement out like, yeah, we're just gonna refund everybody. Game's going offline.
Yeah.
They never said we're sorry.
They didn't take responsibility for it.
No.
But they did something.
They just made sure they didn't get sued. That's all it was.
They went kicking and screaming to that refund thing. Sort of samurai swords and everything.
Well, I want to know who made the refund. Was that Herman or was that... I'm assuming it was Japan. Listen, the Japanese, if they got something going on that looks like shit, they're going to pull the plug on it. They're not going to look stupid.
I want to believe that Sony headquarters, there's a giant face, kind of like Zordon, but it's like shrouded in mist, and Herman Hulse had to go there and make a plea to him. Please let us take it down.
It's like Shao Kahn with Shang Tsung. He had to plead for his life.
Yeah. He's on his knees. Please, I screwed up with Concord. Please. I will allow you to refund one time only.
Only one time.
Weren't there like 65 people that bought the game or something?
They probably didn't lose much money at all.
But it was only 65 people that got like a certain platinum trophy in the history of the game.
So now you know their accounts are going to be worth like tons of money. They're going to try to sell them on eBay. I'm the only one with the platinum.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, people are dumb. They'll do that.
I wonder how much the game is going for. People are dumb and they think it'll probably still work.
They think it's a piece of history. It's not. It's a piece of shit.
It's not even going for that much. It's going for like $100, if even $78. So
I'm hoping they can stop the American side from doing the bad thing. I think it's it, man. I think it's over. By the way, Marvel. We'll talk about this tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Wednesday.
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection in Europe is getting a code in the box. They're not even getting a cartridge.
For once, they have to import our stuff now.
Yeah, I know.
Bastards.
But it's confirmed to be physical cartridge over here.
See, that I think is worth buying because it's actually on there.
Oh, I'm buying. I already got that ordered.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it for Switch.
And whenever it comes to Xbox, I'll get it. But waiting another freaking few months for that is ridiculous.
Yeah, when you could just play it right now.
Or 2025. It could be a year from now. We don't even know.
Yep.
I'll give them credit for that, man. As long as they got that game like on their machine, that's great. But it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have taken that long. It shouldn't have taken for the outcry of the fans for that game to come. It should have just came to the machine.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that somebody at Microsoft listened to the fans online, or Capcom listened. Somebody listened. I'm glad that somebody listened to the fan base, because that game needs to be on every platform. And I will pick it up on Xbox digitally and physically if they release both. But, I mean, that's it. As far as that's concerned. What are these cats doing? Screaming bloody murder out here.
I hope they're not trying to warn you again.
No, because she went to sleep, I think.
Oh, okay. They're like, please pet us. Pet us.
Attention.
They did this at 4:30 in the morning.
Ugh.
She woke up thinking something was wrong, and they're just standing by the door, not doing anything. Hey. But they also hear me talking to you guys. But they don't hear you. They hear me talking. So they think I'm talking to them.
Yeah. Like, please, attention.
I think something's going on in there.
Yeah, but you go outside and they just walk away from you.
Yeah, a lot of times my cats just like to be around. They don't need pets. They just want to be around.
Yeah, well, they're nuts. Another worthless physical copy, only a code. Yeah, I know. We hoping Shop America, aside from doing... Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. He was saying that before. Any questions? Final questions? Because we're going to go. 2 minutes. I would suggest everyone watch Noof Nukem's podcast, Gaming After Dark, tomorrow. He's going live at, I believe, 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
His return.
Is it 9 or 9:30?
The legend. I will tell you right now. Hang on.
I retweeted it. Just look it up and see what the time was. I want to get that one right. I'll be in the chat room.
Yeah, I'll be there too, checking it out.
I will be eating while watching. Apparently, it's a preview show.
September 17th at 9:30 p.m. EST. Is there a link
Eastern.
Yet?
So tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Can you post a link for that in the chat?
Yeah, there's no link to that stream, but I'll link his channel.
Link his channel and drop it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has an event
Subscribe.
yet.
Noof is a very awesome guy. He's very funny, so he'll be telling jokes and stuff like that.
To watch.
Very entertaining.
Gaming After Dark returns.
Go watch
Nothing to ask about Sony. Astrobot for life. Yes, I got to finish playing Astrobot. This is.
I was just gonna say, go watch Noof play Astrobot. I was there when he live streamed it like a week ago. It was so funny. Yeah, he's good. You should all watch that. And yeah, play Astrobot.
Noof Nukem's channel. Subscribe to that. Make sure tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Gaming After Dark with Noof Nukem. It's a preview show. The show's going to debut in October. But tomorrow night he's going live with his panel to introduce everybody, and then you will find out what's going on in October. So, everyone check it out. I'll be in the chat room. I'll interact with you guys in the chat. So.
Hell yeah.
Everyone, take care. Stay safe. Have a good one.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you Wednesday.
And see you Wednesday. Tractors After Dark with our WK? Yeah, I doubt it. All right, Stephen Mack, Dreadpool, everybody, Zarek, Lotus, Brandon, Zarek, everyone who was here tonight, RWK, Hockey Fan, Patriot Joel, MILF Man, all you guys, Back from the Dead. Trying to go up the ladder here. I don't think I missed anybody. Everyone, take care, stay safe, and have a good one. Peace.
Right, see ya.
Peace out, guys.